Hi, I'm Daniel, and last year I counted down the best Simpsons Treehouse horror segments. This year I will discuss the worst. There is only 5 this time since it's hard to find that many bad ones, and I will only include one from each episode. Spoilers for the list, none are from the early season could of course, and none are from 22 cause that episode's overhated. On to the second out of 3 proper Halloween videos this month. 5. The Belly of the Boss. Maggie gets shrunk down and ate by Mr. Burns, so the Simpsons family is sent by Frank into a submarine inside Burns' body. This fantastic Voyager story is so unoriginal. It is a common plot that does nothing unique with that plot to make it stand out. The comedy isn't even funny and it's typical middle Simpsons stuff. The ending is too similar to the second Field of Horror's end. An all-around subpar segment. 4. Danger Things. In an 80s setting, Milhouse gets sent into another world. This is a very bad parody for multiple reasons. I haven't seen Stranger Things, so from my perspective, things just happen could have happened there. It's alienating part of the audience. From what I've heard online from people who have seen Stranger Things, it fits an entire season to 7 minutes, so it doesn't even work on what it's trying to do. I think The Simpsons only decided to make a Stranger Things segment just because it's popular, not because of any creative integrity. 3. Into the Homerverse. Homer gets machined by Mr. Burns, teleport version of him from other universes. Most recent Tales of Horror, 31, is easily one of the worst. While I like B9 Rewind, Toy Gory would be an honorable mention if it weren't ruled out on this. It's like Spider-Verse, but unlike that film where all of the universe characters are good and funny, except maybe Spider-Gwen, and have clear differences, this is generic Hanna-Barbera, Disney Princess, video game and more stuff like that. It is the most predictable and safe jokes. I don't even think Into Spider-Verse has an amazing popular opinion, but this segment is so much worse. When it gets to the story here is bad. It just has the Homers who are mostly the same do stuff and then introduce the conflict with Burns as a villain. This segment doesn't seem to be as hated as one on the list. It's probably my most unpopular choice. 2. Homer. Homer gets a session with veganism or eating himself. Not only is it a dumb and uncomfortable plot, it just ends. Something that seems to separate good and bad Treehouse of Horror segments is that often good or okay ones feel like a proper story with a start, middle, and end despite its length. While the bad ones such as this clearly don't have proper endings. And now, honourable mentions are Frankenstein, Geriatric Park, Unknown Activity, and Hex in the City. 1. The Day the Earth Looked Stupid. A radio hoax tricked Springfield into thinking aliens invaded, so Kang and Kodos invade now because it wouldn't be believed. This is number 1, not because it's hard to watch or has terrible comedy, because some jokes are actually funny. This is number 1 representing the decline in Treehouse of Horror, starting off as a fun anthology special in Halloween to just being boring specials that aren't even spooky related. Made Kang and Kodos and the alien invasion boring and uninteresting. The episode it's from is the worst Treehouse of Horror because the Beyond one is also bad and the Going one is only decent. The Day the Earth Looked Stupid is the worst Simpsons Treehouse of Horror segment in my opinion. Conclusion, as I just mentioned, Treehouse of Horror went downhill, but there's still a lot of great ones even in recent episodes. However, I think pushing them out every year makes it lazy and probably should be every other year. It did have an impact in anthology specials, especially in Halloween themed ones. For example, regular show used a similar format of Halloween episodes, and it worked well there. What my next Halloween review will be on is also an anthology special. On the topic of The Simpsons, I will announce that I'm going to start doing videos about best episode each season, like I did with SpongeBob. I am starting in December since it's the 32nd anniversary of the first episode. The end.